And so they step out into the garden to genteel applause. Every self-respecting. She has a good chat with the guides and the brownies. A colour scheme to catch the visitor's eye.
That's very good, isn't it? It's almost exactly the same colour as my dress, which is so interesting. Absolutely, yeah.
The Queen of Scotland is on her way. Today's guard at Holyroodhouse is mounted by the King's own Scottish borderers, stern pursuers of Jacobites and other enemies of the crown, all their 300 years. A martial prospect.
Get forward, number 16.
Civic Edinburgh, the Easeris particular High Constables, has prepared a dutiful welcome. The Lord Provost of Edinburgh is a woman nowadays, neighbours Mrs. Eleanor McCockle. The keys are for the Queen. The royal rolls duly and smoothly sweeps in. From the House of Stuart to the House of Windsor, they've been coming to stay for 5 centuries. Diplomatic touch is established. The Lord Provost makes sure of her words. The Queen amiably receives the city's keys, and just as amiably hands them back. A bouquet is always acceptable, but not when reviewing troops. The guns are firing at the other end of town. She's back. Turns out to be one of those breezy Edinburgh welcomes. The Queen, like Queen Victoria, delights in Highland ceremonials. The skirl of the pipes, and when they get a chance, the beat of the drums. Another arrival. There'll be quite a party coming to stay. This is the week when, traditionally, the Queen holds court in Edinburgh. A distinguished guest. And another on the eve of her 90th birthday. The honours are done by the Earl of Airlie, Lord Chamberlain of the Queen's household. The Queen Mother's family and his family have long been close neighbours on Tayside. It's a family gathering. When, every year, the Queen goes home to Scotland, she goes, of course, to a country which, like England, is a kingdom, her family's first kingdom. It's a kingdom which the English have not yet understood, has increasingly felt itself over the years to be increasingly different from England. Hadrian's Wall, the first monument of a determinedly divided island. The Romans didn't try too hard. They were never really at home further north. Flodden Field in England, south of the Tweed, where an invading King of Scots died, with much of his army and his artillery lost. It was a battle England never remembers and Scotland never forgets. This was where the flowers of the forest fell. Scotland has its own crown, the proud crown of a poor country, not the crown of an empire. The first circlet was Robert the Bruce's at his hasty coronation 6 weeks after. It has its own education system, its own exams. Scots feel the English should know this, the English don't. Scotland had 4 ancient universities when England had only Oxford and Cambridge. It has its own church, the Church of Scotland, of which God is the head, not the Queen, and which the Queen specifically undertook to protect at her coronation. It has its own law, and it had its own parliament, which a number of its politicians want again. The Scots Parliament existed until 1707, when it voted to merge with the Parliament of England. By the time of the Renaissance, Scotland was a recognised state, with a civil service, even a navy, as England was recognised, and France and Spain. Scotland has never seen itself as a Brittany or a Burgundy or a Flanders. It has never seen itself as an Ireland or a Wales. The Queen and her family know how important Scotland is to them. One day the union of the parliaments could end. Norway separated itself from Sweden. One day a visit to Edinburgh might not be just another visit. But she has always been intent on a united kingdom, as she once said.
I number kings and queens of England and of Scotland, and princes of Wales among my ancestors. And so I can readily understand these aspirations. But I cannot forget that I was crowned Queen of the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland.
If one day Scotland did go its own way, the Queen knows she would be the one person still holding the island together. Queen of Scotland, as she is Queen of Australia and Queen of Canada. In North Edinburgh, Mayfield House is a familiar sight. It's a Cheshire home for the severely disabled. They wanted the Queen to come to see them getting ready for their 30th birthday. Shirley's making a birthday banner.
And this is going to be, is it going to be as long as that? I mean, you've done quite a lot already. Yes. No, but don't. But I mean, it's a long banner. Very long. Yes. And do you think you'll be finished by the end of 1990? Oh, I finished in a few.
A group of disabled painters. Hugh's especially adept and ingenious. He studies landscape photos as a guide, but he has his own way of getting the picture he wants.
Gorgeous, dears, artists. Shock eyes.
Imagine.
Nice.
Very good idea.
A colour scheme to catch the visitor's eye.
That's very good. It's almost exactly the same colour as my dress, which is so interesting. Absolutely, Good choice.
Isa's tablecloth needs a signature.
Where do you want me to sign it?
This has been...
Have you been collecting? You've been collecting?
Yes, no.
I might have to write on slate.
I think we've got it on a flat bit. It's right your door for and it's going to hang.
Is it?
Yes.
It's a good forgery, anyway, whatever it is. I'm not used to writing on cloth.
I'm sure.
All ready for the birthday.
Somebody will be able to. That's lovely.
Outside with the sightseers, with the bairns and the blossoms, and the smiles and the hand claps. A helpful greenhouse at Edinburgh University. They're growing strawberries in jars in ideal conditions, so the plants are virus-free.
The jars you saw in a unit there, and eventually we produce a nice, clean plant, which will then
take one of these out.
The Duke, he's the university's chancellor, takes a look. He could be a mite sceptical. If the strawberries are virus-free, they may be tasteless too.
the Bush estate.
And you then produce a uniform with tasteless strawberries.
Well, you better try one, sir.
So they don't agree with me.
So they don't agree with him anyway. Back at the palace, there's a big do in the grounds for the winners of his Gold Award scheme. There's 300 young successes there. The Duke's got help from television. Ms. Muriel Gray is there too to hand out the actual awards.
But you've chosen a splendid lot from Northern Ireland.
Which Ms. Gray does with practiced ease, professionalism. Also present all week, the practiced local breeze. One down, the Duke had his say too.
Just tie them on, those things.
And the award winners gathered round, saying just what they'd done for him.
We were on a farm for 5 days and it was sub-zero temperatures and all the lambs frozen, we were freezing and in a tent for 3, which was 6.
How long has it taken you to do the whole thing?
It was 2 years overall.
For gold, one of the things was when I went for 3 weeks across the French Alps. Yeah.
How was that? Did you enjoy it?
I wouldn't have missed it for all the tea and shine.
A Holyrood evening, a little private dinner party with friends. Good to get in from the chill.
It's gusty, isn't it? Yes.
Mr. Secretary of State Rifkind and his wife. There's places set for 42, the special Holyrood silver and glass and china, all ready to cater for the lobster, poussin and chocolate gâteau. The High Constable's eye the refreshments. It can be thirsty work waiting. It can be. Attention, there are 2 queens approaching for an evening in.
So nice to see everything there. What's the last? Because on this is exactly. Really is nice.
The Secretary of State follows after, and the Duke of Edinburgh follows on.
Must have a terrible suspicion of the guests and the constables.
So Holyrood settles in again to the royal style, the modestly high life. This, after all, is what modern royal dining rooms are for. But Holyrood is a palace of royal ghosts in a fiercely democratic country. James IV married Henry VIII's sister, the first union of the thistle and the rose. Mary, Queen of Scots, ambitious, besotted, unlucky. Her son was to unite the crowns, not her. In the old wing of the palace, her musician and private secretary, David Rizzio, was dragged from her skirts by her rebellious Protestant lords. The Queen had been having supper. Rizzio was stabbed to death. In revenge, she had her husband blown up. And the unlikely king who actually rescued the palace, George IV, in love with himself and the tartan. The Royal Scottish Academy is holding its 164th exhibition. Young Rebecca Phillipson has the bouquet ready this morning. It's a great day for her. She's the daughter of a former president. And so it deserves the most careful and considered curtsy. The Queen's shown round by the current president, Sir Anthony Wheeler. The Duke's an honorary member, so is Sir Yehudi Menuhin. The picture's woman in a red evening coat. The artist, David Donaldson, has painted the Queen's portrait in the past. That entitles him to the good Scots title of Her Majesty's Limner in Scotland. The Duke's spotted Masseurs by John Grant Clifford. £1,850 was secured. The Queen moves on to the sculpture gallery. This is Book Stack by Fred Watson, member of the Academy. It is in fact just a stack of books with a bottle on the top. £3,200 secures. Curious about the bottle. And that was Agamemnon, £8,000. Later, down at the Rayquel Electronics factory, one of the big successes in spreading Silicon Glen, contracts are very profitable. But if you're just looking, there's no obligation to buy. Up in Wester Ross, Ullapool earns its living beside busy Loch Broom. The Princess Royal goes out and about on her way to open a leisure centre. Don't try to get up, it's just Princess Anne. She has a good chat with the guides and the brownies. Local dignity approves. There's a plaque, of course. Someone was up early with the brass product. Nethy Bridge, Speyside, Whisky Country. The princess is wrapped up warmly for the rigours of the Abernethy Outdoor Centre. The girls are taught about mountain rescue, which always comes in handy. There's a right way of doing it, and there's this. Well, it's the first try.
Yep. You all right, George? Yes. Okay, sound.
34 minutes left. Very realistic way.
It counts as a landing.
Okay, how you getting on up there? Okay, good. Yes,
And here's a determined live volunteer. Well done. The 1990 party, 8,000 strong, have gathered loyally from the Highlands and the Lowlands. And the royal family, without the Prince of Wales because of his fall, is ready for the fray. The Princess Royal salutes her grandmother. The Archers, the Queen's bodyguard in Scotland. And so they step out into the garden to genteel applause. Every self-respecting guest has a beady eye for the fashions. And an open ear for the gossip. The serious chatting has started. One guest needs to practice her curtsy for next year. Don't worry, there's always a helpful hand. It's a highlight of the social year and a highlight of the Queen Mother's 90th birthday. Families and friends and neighbours, the length and breadth of the land, will expect full, personal, eyewitness, verbatim reports at once, or else. The new town of Livingston, all ready for the off outside the new hospital. Catherine Rintoul, small piper, big job. The Queen's here to open the new hospital. 2 local MPs, Mr. Robin Cook, the health expert, and the tireless Mr. Tam Diel from neighbouring Linlithgow. The Queen makes a beeline for the children's ward. A good eye for horseflesh isn't wasted.
This is Sean, the champion jockey.
Nice one, right?
And the job of looking after the new arrivals has gone to the Duke.
When was this?
Monday morning, 6
Monday. Is that the first one? Second also. Have you given it a name?
Sorry?
Have you given it a name?
Yes, Fiona. Fiona.
Fiona. And you're all ready to cope with it when you get home.
Oh, yes.
Very good. When did this appear?
Wednesday, 11:30.
Wednesday, 11:30 in the morning or at night?
In the morning.
In the morning. Is that the first one? Was it all right?
Oh,
not too.
Well, I expected worse. I expected worse. It wasn't that
Very
bad.
good. Well, that's encouraging. Good.
That's the Livingston story. Next, Scotland's first and the most prosperous new town, East Kilbride, where nearly everyone seems to be a royalist. Though some folk are naturally shy. Others insist on the Queen of Scotland being with them to have their photos taken. A monarch is there to oblige. Wolf cubs know precisely what to do on parade, and that means making sure of more pictures. That's safely for the record, for mothers and grannies when they're telling the tale. At the ice rink, there's nothing to match it. Everyone's an expert, though anyone can have an off day. All the shoppers have been waiting patiently for the Queen to arrive. The checkout will never seem quite the same. Just the man to meet at the gas ball. A red letter day. These are the rituals of a royal visit, a royal walkabout. Everyone has come to know the routine. Ritual, routine, that's one explanation. There is another. They're all enjoying themselves. The royal family has gone unassumingly about its work this past week. The Duke at his university. Princess Anne in the Highlands. The family has, most of it, a true affection for Scotland. It is a business-like affection. Quietly, steadily, sensibly, purposefully, the Crown has been reminding Scotland, the Scotland seeking to be more itself, of something important. The union of the crowns is a much older song than any union of the Parliament.